Hi, in this video I'll be sharing with you the two methods of trading the Bollinger Band. Two methods in which you can trade the Bollinger Band on your chart. So first of all, I'll be running you. This is the setting of the Bollinger Band. The period is 130. Deviation is 2.0. Shift is 0. And then you apply it to close. So this particular Bollinger Band is what I will be sharing with you, two ways in which you can take advantage of this Bollinger Band, and I'll be showing you a practical illustration of how you can use this method to your own advantage. So looking at my chart, this line here, this is the upper Bollinger Band, this is the middle Bollinger Band, and this is the lower Bollinger Band. So I'm referring to this green line, lower Bollinger Band, middle Bollinger Band, and upper Bollinger Band. Now, these two or three lines of the Bollinger Band are what I will be sharing with you, how exactly you can use this indicator in order to maximize your profit. Now, I want to establish first for you to know that this trading pattern is not indicator based. What am I saying in essence? That you don't trade indicators in isolation. It's a combination of price action, and then you use indicator as an additional tool for confirmation. So the indicator is just an add-on. I always say that indicator don't move price. It is the price action that move price. And since indicator don't move price, we work with what move price, which is the actions of the trader, and those are effective and readable via the understanding of the candlestick, and then we go ahead to apply. So we are not focusing on indicator. Price is what move indicator, but indicator don't move price. So having established that, how exactly, what are the two ways to trade using this particular indicator? Number one is that we use this Bollinger Band to determine the trend of the market. We use our Bollinger Band in determining what the trend of the market is per time. That's the first thing we need to know. So, in determining the trend of the market, we are considering the middle Bollinger Band. This middle Bollinger Band is what we use to determine the trend of the market. And what that simply means is that whenever price is below the middle Bollinger Band, on a 4-hour time frame, daily time frame, or 1-hour time frame, we see it as a downtrend. And whenever price is above it, we see it as an uptrend. So what that simply means is that when price is below, just as we are seeing in this scenario now, price is below the middle Bollinger Band. So all the trade will be looking out for should be a selling trend, a sell entry price, right? So that is exactly what we will be doing. We will be selling because price is below the middle Bollinger Band. Now, that is for the middle Bollinger Band. And when price is above it, we will be looking for a buying opportunity. Alright, then the second thing I want you to understand is that anytime price is hanging around the middle Bollinger Band or the upper Bollinger Band, it shows the strength of the trend. For instance, this is 4 hour. You see price literally hanging around the lower Bollinger Band. This shows the strength of that particular trend. It shows the momentum of the market participant. So this is a strong bearish market. Permit me to use the word strong bearish market. All right. So, and this has been happening over a while now. So having established that point, number 3 now, remember we say 2, but we are stepping into 3 now. The third thing is that this middle Bollinger Band or the Bollinger Band itself serve as a dynamic support and resistance. It serves as a dynamic support and resistance. So anytime price approach either the middle Bollinger Band, upper Bollinger, lower Bollinger Band, there is a tendency of price rejection from each of those zones. But our emphasis on this is the middle Bollinger Band. Okay? Our emphasis on this is on the middle Bollinger Band. So in the subsequent video, I'll be telling you more on how you will be using the lower Bollinger Band and the upper Bollinger Band to find your entry. But in this, let's focus on the middle Bollinger Band and what we have explained already. So looking at this point, price crosses below the middle Bollinger Band, which automatically indicates that we are now in a downtrend. So once we have identified that, we'll be looking for selling opportunities only. So then the next thing we need to identify is our zone of order block. Okay, so you can identify as your zone of trend line, as your zone of order block, your zone of support, your zone of resistance, depending on whatever suits you. If yours is to look for order block, fair value gap, all of these are valid. Okay, so we have our order blocks being marked out this way. So this is the recent movement of price from this zone. So now what do we want to see? In this case, price already take away this liquidity here and price has given us a new low. So in this case now, price is in a downtrend. So in the later, I want to see price pull back into this order block and then give us a signal for a sell continuation. So when price pull back into this zone, we will move to our 1 hour time frame and then look for a candlestick confirmation, a bearish candle, either engulfing or a pin bar. Or we'll go to our 15-minute time frame and get a break of structure or a break of trend line, right? And then our divergence will be our additional confirmation. So then another way to do that is for us to move to our 1 hour time frame. Now look at this. On our 1 hour time frame, here price crosses the middle Bollinger Band, and immediately price crosses here, price move to the downside. So how do we make our entry? Remember, we said the middle Bollinger Band serves as dynamic support and resistance. So you will wait for the first pullback towards the middle Bollinger Band. Now this is the pullback towards the middle Bollinger Band. Now when you get this pullback towards the middle Bollinger Band, you will not jump into trade immediately. You must be patient enough to get a price action. Now this trading style is very much simple and it is easy. All you need is patience to wait for the right signal. This will eventually place out, but you need the patience to wait for it. Now look at this. To show that this is a pullback, and that we have come to the end of the pullback, you will always get a divergence confirmation. Now remember, divergence is a prompt of price action. So in this case, here now price gave us a high, right? And here we have another high. So this is our high, and here too is a high. But look at our indicator window. So which means that we're having a divergence. This is a divergence. And then look at our indicator window, is giving us a low. So that divergence signal to us that we have come to the end of that pullback. Then the indicator now happening in the zone of our middle Bollinger Band, which as well serves as a dynamic support and resistance zone for us, becomes a double confirmation. So you will be patient to wait first for a bearish engulfing candle. And you can see that bearish engulfing candle formation with your divergence confirmation. You will now sell. Your stop loss is at that high, and you can see how massive the price movement is. And in this particular one, it did not get to that zone, so we are not considering that for the purpose of this video. Right here again, we have another one. You see that pullback, and then the indicator gives us equal high, right? Look at it, equal high on the indicator, but look at on the main chart, it's giving us a divergence. Can you see that? Making higher high while we are having equal high. And after that, we have those candle confirmation, and price closes below our indicators, and that becomes a beautiful entry. So it is about waiting for the patterns to form. Look at this. This is a divergence. So what I do basically with the indicator window is to enable me identify divergence in the direction of the trend, which signals end of pullback. Please, this trading style is very much simple and easy going, right? Look at this. Again, pull back to the middle Bollinger Band. Can you see that divergence? And then you can see what price is doing. Simple, and you see the price falling down like the wall of Jericho. So this is applicable to any form of asset. Let's look at GBP JPY. Alright, GBP JPY at this point was bullish. We have this cross here, and look at the first pullback to the zone. Can you see this? Now this is the first pullback into this zone. This is our engulfing candle, and you will be in that trade. So you can even use your price action, connect your trend line. This is a short pattern, and then price break out of it. So now price is above the middle Bollinger Band. Look at in this zone, price cross the middle Bollinger Band and then come to the downside, right? So this retest based on this bearish engulfing candle, you would have made this entry here, no doubt, and then price sold a little. So perhaps you might have break even. Even if you don't break even, the level of profit that you have made from the buy trade has already covered for this loss that you have here. So this, even if it will give you a losing trade, it won't be more than once, right? It will not, because the second one will eventually play out. This cross happen, then look at this entry, and then look at your take profit. All right, so this works. It's a simple way of trading the financial market. So here we are hopeful. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is a divergence playing out here, so we can actually take advantage of this particular entry. So you can see that on a 15-minute time frame and see how we have this divergence and then price is falling to the downside. So what asset? Let's look at volatility and see how exactly this works on the volatility index. So you can see this is the cross. You will always wait for the pullback and look at it here. And you can see how this plays out. So this is the way you can take advantage of the Bollinger Band. So in the subsequent video, I'll be explaining in detail how we can take advantage of the upper, which are the outer Bollinger Band. Thank you for watching and do well to like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to get notified when we upload our next video. And as well, you can leave a comment asking your questions in the comment section, and there's a Telegram link in the description of this video that will take you to our Telegram group where you can enroll for our mentorship class and signals. Thank you and see you in the subsequent video.